Grave Maker, running now at average speed, dealing a little bit more damage, and also making it so they can't heal. It's kind of interesting. I remember when she first came out, she was pretty oppressive. She was actually really kind of cool. She was actually
Hey, thanks so much for checking out the channel. If you're curious about any other hero in Empires and Puzzles, you can view my website at anchorgame.com. There you will find I have graded every single hero with a calibrated team of graders. This resource will always be free. Thinking about supporting the hero grades and the breakdown videos? You're welcome to donate. Otherwise, feel free to share this resource with a friend. I have my exclusive line group called Anchor Cove, where you gain access to myself and tons of other experienced players with on-demand information and resources. If that piques your interest, all that information is on the opening page of my website with a short video. Let me dive into today's hero breakdown.
Hey, thanks so much for checking out the channel. Today we're going to be doing a brand new hero breakdown on Rana. She's the Sand Flea, Sand Queen. She's coming over here, throwing a whole bunch of sand in her eyes, getting you all scratchy. She's got 735 on her attack. She's got 710 on her defense and 1367 on her health. Overall, statistically, everything she's producing, I'm appreciating. Good job there. She is an average hero. She is an average hero. She's running at average speed, which she is average. She has a bonus. Between 2 or 3 heroes, you get either 10% or 20% defense. As far as her abilities goes, she deals 185% damage to the target and nearby enemies. The target and nearby enemies receive 402 damage over 3 turns. The target and nearby enemies get minus 75% healing for 2 turns. This effect can't be dispelled and also cures status ailments from the caster. So she dispels the status ailments on her. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. It is a free massive turn-based dark fantasy RPG. To try this game out, all you gotta do, go to the video description, click on the special links. You'll receive 100,000 silver, 50 gems, 10 mystery shards, and 1 free champion, Hexweaver. All your treasure is waiting for you right over here. So as far as her abilities go, she's kind of okay. I mean, it's kind of like a little bit of a Grave Maker, running now at average speed, dealing a little bit more damage, and also making it so they can't heal. It's kind of interesting. I remember when she first came out, she was pretty oppressive. She was actually really kind of cool. She was actually the chase hero. Her and Yunin, they were kind of significant in Sand, but not so much anymore, unfortunately. What we found out is that you can just dispel her ability pretty easily. Not too really much of a factor, especially when you've got heroes like Sabina as well as Regard that are also really good, 4-star heroes that are out there impacting the board against negative effects. So I liked the hero a lot when it first came out, but now not so much, not a whole lot. She is a monk class hero, which means that she's battling it out with the likes of Jabberwock or also Drake Dong, and definitely those heroes are a lot better to be putting emblems on them. When we take a look at her Titan grade, she is going to get a C grade on Titans. Her only redeeming factor comes in with her tile damage at 735, which it is pretty decent. It's definitely okay. If you do have emblems, she might be serviceable on Titans, but other than that, you don't really care too much about the healing. Obviously, they don't heal. And then dealing damage, obviously no target nearby enemies, not going to be a factor. And also just curing yourself with status ailments, just not a good hero against Titans. Don't do it. She's going to get a C grade there. When we look at her offensive grade, she's going to get an A- grade there. Reason being is she's dealing damage. She does deal quite a bit of damage at average speed. She's taken out three heroes. She's implying it. What's really cool about her is that the damage over time is the exact same amount for all 3 enemies, whereas a lot of heroes that run at average speed and they are dealing damage, it's the target and nearby enemies. The nearby enemies get about half the damage as far as a target, but with her dealing damage over time, it is impacting all of the board, all 3 of them at the same time. So that is definitely a factor. And then it can be quite oppressive when she applies in to where if the heroes are going to be healing, she makes it so they can't heal for 2 turns. So you can definitely set this hero up. She does get an A- grade that might flex into an A. She is super helpful on offense and then also really impacting on heal wars. So that could be a major factor using her on heal wars. If they're trying to heal, you set it up, so you send it, they're not going to be doing too much. So she does get an A minus. Again, that might flex into an A. Still a solid hero on offense. When we look at her defensive grade, she is going to get a B as far as the tank grade goes. Reason being is you can definitely just get rid of it. I think people figured this out pretty quickly with heroes like Yunin. When Yunin was running wild as far as the tank grade goes, heroes like Zim Keitha that just dispel, you don't really care too much. You know, you can definitely plan it out, especially with her running at average speed. You're not really worried about the speed of it hitting your stuff too quickly. She is going to get a B grade as far as the tank grade goes. She's not bad, but she could be okay. She's about average. When we look at her flank grade, she does get a B plus grade there. There is some utility, some usability there because you're not really planning on dispelling. When she goes off, it can be a pain in the butt a little bit. But I still like a hero, potentially like Onitel, to be running as a flank. They're like the mid-tier level tanks or flanks that you could be using. So overall, I'm not too mega impressed. She is going to get a B plus grade there. It is serviceable. When we look at her win grade, she's going to get a C grade there. I wouldn't really recommend her at all, especially at that point. With her hitting, you could potentially be hitting multiple heroes, maybe sometimes not multiple heroes. It's just kind of awkward there. She's going to get a C. That might be a B minus. I mean, it is impacting. There is a decent amount of damage, but I think you can just plan for it a bit more. Overall, defensively, she is going to get a B grade there. Might flex into a B plus, some usability there. Overall, I'm not too mega impressed. When we look at her weekly raid grade, she is going to get an A minus on rush attack, having it set up to where she does deal damage. She's dealing damage over time and could be impacting the healing. Could be pretty cool hero. She's going to get an A minus. I think that there's just a little bit better heroes, but definitely some usability. I'm not mad about it. When we look at her buff grade, she's going to get a B grade there. Reason being is she's not bad or good. She's about average. Definitely helpful there. You know, dealing damage over time to multiple enemies, pretty good. When we look at her bloody battle, she's going to get a B grade there. Obviously, they can't heal, so her healing and taking that away doesn't really impact anything. But she's just dealing damage. She's like a grave maker now at average speed. Not too great. So Bloody Battle, she's going to get a B grade. She does get an overall grade as far as a B. This should maybe flex into a B plus. Ultimately, her really bad part about it comes from the comes from the Titan grade. When you're running the Titan, she's just really bad there. That really impacts it to where maybe that was her B plus, possibly an A minus, but I'm not really seeing it too much. Defensively, not that impressive. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you watching this content. Please make sure you subscribe, turn notifications on, and I'll see you on the next video.